Someone has been carrying you in their heart, even through the silence. You might have felt abandoned, confused about why they pulled away, or wondered if what you shared even mattered to them anymore. But here's what the universe wants you to know right now. This person hasn't stopped thinking about you. In fact, they've been going through something profound during your separation, something that's been preparing them to come back to you completely different than before. And the energy I'm picking up today, it's powerful. It's about reconnection, renewal, and a love that's finally ready to show up the way you've always deserved. So if you've been waiting for answers, if you've been hoping for clarity about where this connection is heading, this reading is going to give you exactly what you need to hear. Hello, beautiful souls. This is Crystal from Spiritual Infusion Guidance. The first card the universe is showing us is the Seven of Pentacles, and this is such an important foundation for everything we're going to talk about today. The Seven of Pentacles represents someone who is looking at their life from a long-term perspective. This isn't about quick fixes or temporary feelings. This is about investment, commitment, and building something that lasts. Your person has been doing a lot of reflecting during your time apart. For some of you, this separation might have felt sudden. For others, it was a slow fade that left you feeling confused and hurt. But what this card reveals is that while you were wondering if they even cared, they were actually evaluating everything. They were looking at this connection and asking themselves the hard questions. What do I really want? Who do I want to build a life with? What kind of partner do I need to become? And here's what's so beautiful about the Seven of Pentacles energy. They've realized that you are worth the investment. They see you as someone they want to build a future with, not just enjoy in the moment. This might be very different from how things felt before. Perhaps in the past, you only got fragments of this person. They gave you pieces of their time, pieces of their attention, pieces of their heart, but never all of it. You might have felt like you were always competing with their work, their friends, their need for space, or their inability to fully commit. That's changing. The Seven of Pentacles tells us that when this person comes back, and they are coming back, they're going to show up fully invested. This means all of their heart, all of their mind, all of their energy, and yes, all of their physical presence too. They're not going to hold parts of themselves back anymore. They're not going to give you half-hearted effort or make excuses about why they can't show up for you. They've been away from you evaluating what truly matters, and they've concluded that nothing, absolutely nothing, is more important than this connection with you. For some of you, this person may have been focused heavily on their career, their studies, or personal projects during your separation. They may have told you they needed space to work on themselves or to handle responsibilities, and while that was partly true, what the Seven of Pentacles reveals is that they were also working through their fear of commitment, their fear of vulnerability, and their fear of truly investing in something that matters so deeply to them. The next card is Judgment, and this is where everything becomes crystal clear about what your person has been going through internally. Judgment is one of the most profound cards in the tarot deck because it represents spiritual awakening, renewal, and the moment when someone finally sees the truth about themselves and their choices. Your person has been judging themselves during your time apart. They've been replaying moments in their mind, things they said, things they didn't say, ways they hurt you, times they let you down. They're acutely aware of where they failed you, and this awareness hasn't been easy for them. In fact, it's been painful. They've had to confront their own shortcomings, their emotional immaturity, and the ways they sabotaged something beautiful. I want you to really take this in because it's so important for your healing. They know they hurt you, they know exactly how they hurt you, and they're carrying guilt and shame about it. For some of you watching this reading, you might have spent countless nights wondering, do they even realize what they did to me? Do they understand how much pain I went through? The answer is yes. The Judgment card confirms that they've been going through their own reckoning. They've been having conversations with themselves and possibly with trusted friends or even a therapist about why they acted the way they did. But here's what makes Judgment such a hopeful card. It's not just about regret, it's about transformation. This person isn't just sitting around feeling sorry for themselves. They've been actively working on themselves, evolving, raising their consciousness, and preparing to show up as a completely different partner than they were before. The spiritual awakening represented by Judgment means they've had major realizations, they've understood patterns in their behavior, maybe patterns that go back to their childhood or past relationships. They've identified their triggers, their defense mechanisms, and the walls they built around their heart. And most importantly, they've been breaking those patterns down so they can show up for you authentically. One of the most powerful aspects of judgment is that it brings clarity. Your person now has clarity about what went wrong, why it went wrong, and what needs to change. And they're going to share all of this with you. They're going to give you the answers you've been desperately seeking. You're finally going to understand the why behind everything. Why they pulled away, why they couldn't communicate, why they seemed so distant, even when they were right next to you. This understanding is going to be so healing for you, because isn't that what we all want when we're hurt? We want to understand. We want it to make sense. The Judgment card promises you that this clarity is coming, and it's going to help both of you move forward in a much healthier way. And then we have the Two of Cups, one of the most beautiful cards in the entire tarot deck. The Two of Cups represents a union of hearts, a meeting of souls, and the kind of partnership where both people are equally invested, equally vulnerable, and equally committed to making the relationship work. This card appearing right after Judgment is so significant because it shows us the outcome of their transformation. After all their self-reflection, after all their growth, after all their spiritual awakening, they want to come back and build a true partnership with you. Not the half-hearted connection you might have experienced before, but a real, authentic, soul-deep union. The Two of Cups is about balance. It's about both people showing up with open hearts, meeting each other in the middle, and creating something beautiful together. This means your person is ready to match your energy now. If you've been the one doing most of the emotional work in this connection, that's going to change. If you've been the one always reaching out, always trying to make things work, always being understanding while they kept their walls up, that dynamic is shifting. They're ready to meet you heart to heart now. They're ready to be vulnerable with you the way you've been vulnerable with them. They're ready to express their feelings, share their fears, and let you see all the parts of themselves they've been hiding. For some of you, the Two of Cups is confirming that this is a soulmate connection. You've probably felt this deep knowing in your soul that this person is significant, that what you share transcends normal relationship dynamics. The Two of Cups validates that feeling. This is a divine connection, and the universe has been orchestrating your reunion even during your separation. The Two of Cups also speaks to the magnetic attraction between you and this person. This isn't just about emotional connection, there's a powerful physical chemistry here too. You've probably felt it from the very beginning. That electricity when you're near each other, the way your body responds to their presence, the way time seems to stop when you look into each other's eyes. That chemistry hasn't faded. In fact, it's intensified during your time apart because the emotional depth has grown. When you come back together, the combination of emotional intimacy and physical attraction is going to be absolutely mind-blowing because now they're not holding back emotionally. The physical connection is going to reach new heights. Everything is going to feel more intense, more passionate, more meaningful because you're finally connecting on all levels: mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. I want to pause here and speak directly to you for a moment. If you've been beating yourself up during this separation, if you've been wondering what you did wrong, if you've been thinking that maybe you weren't enough, please hear this. None of this was your fault. You didn't do anything to push this person away. You didn't love them wrong. You didn't ask for too much. What happened was that they weren't ready. They weren't evolved enough yet to receive the kind of love you were offering. And that's not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of where they were in their journey. I know the separation has been painful. I know there were nights when you cried yourself to sleep, days when you couldn't stop checking your phone, hoping they'd reach out, moments when you saw something that reminded you of them and your heart just ached. I know you've probably questioned everything, wondering if what you shared was real, if they ever truly cared, if you were just fooling yourself about the connection. But the cards are showing me that everything you felt was real. The connection was real, their feelings were real, they just weren't equipped to handle the intensity of what you share. That's why they needed this time apart, not because they didn't want you, but because they needed to become someone who could truly appreciate and honor what you were offering. Now let's look at what's coming next. The Page of Cups shows up in your reading, and this is such a hopeful, sweet card. The Page of Cups represents new emotional beginnings, heartfelt messages, and romantic gestures. Your person wants to reach out to you. In fact, they've probably drafted messages to you multiple times that they haven't sent yet. They've picked up their phone wanting to call you, then put it back down because they weren't sure if you'd answer or what they would even say. They've been building up the courage to make contact because they know they need to do it right this time. When they do reach out, and they will, it's going to be with a sincere, heartfelt apology. The Page of Cups is emotionally honest. This card tells us that they're going to open their heart to you and share things they've never shared before. They're going to apologize for their emotional immaturity, for the times they shut down instead of communicating, for the ways they made you feel unimportant or unloved. For some of you, this message might come as a text that says something like, "I've been thinking about you, can we talk?" For others, it might be a longer message where they pour their heart out. Some of you might receive a phone call, or they might show up at a place they know you frequent. However the message comes, you'll feel the sincerity in it. You'll feel that something has genuinely shifted in them. The Page of Cups is also about romantic gestures. This person wants to court you properly now. They want to take you on actual dates, plan special moments, do thoughtful things that show you how much you mean to them. In the past, you might have felt like you were the one putting in all the effort while they just coasted along. That's reversing. They're going to be the one planning, initiating, showing up, and making sure you feel cherished. I'm also picking up that for some of you, this person might send you flowers, write you a letter, or create some kind of meaningful gesture to show you they're serious about making amends. The Page of Cups loves creative, heartfelt expressions of emotion. The Page of Wands adds such beautiful, exciting energy to this reading. Where the Page of Cups is about emotional reconnection, the Page of Wands is about adventure, passion, and fun. Your person has realized how much they miss laughing with you. They miss your sense of humor, your spontaneity, the way you light up when you're excited about something. They miss the adventures you used to go on together, even if those adventures were just trying a new restaurant or taking a random drive to nowhere in particular. They miss the playfulness between you, the inside jokes, the way you could make anything fun. The Page of Wands tells us they want to create new memories with you, better memories. They want to travel with you, explore new places, try new things together. For some of you, this might mean actual travel plans. They might want to take a weekend trip with you, plan a vacation, or finally go to that place you've both talked about visiting. But it's also about bringing more joy and excitement into the relationship in general. They realize that in the past, they might have been too serious, too caught up in stress or responsibilities, too focused on problems instead of pleasure. The Page of Wands shows they want to change that dynamic. They want to bring more laughter, more lightness, more passion into your connection. And I'm also seeing that they find you incredibly attractive and alluring. There's a flirtatious energy to the Page of Wands. They want to flirt with you again, tease you, create that electric tension between you. They've been missing the physical chemistry you share, and they're looking forward to reigniting that spark. For some of you watching this, your person might be planning something spontaneous and adventurous for when you reconnect. They might surprise you with tickets to something or suggest doing something you've never done before together. They want to sweep you off your feet and remind you why you fell for them in the first place. The Knight of Cups is one of my absolute favorite cards to see in a love reading because it represents someone who is coming toward you with their heart completely open, ready to express their deepest feelings. This is your person stepping into their role as your romantic partner in the most beautiful way. The Knight of Cups is the archetypal romantic, someone who leads with their heart, who isn't afraid to be emotionally expressive, who goes out of their way to make their person feel loved and cherished. When this person comes back into your life, they're going to tell you everything. They're going to explain what they've been going through, why they needed distance, what they've learned, and most importantly, how much they love you and always have. The Knight of Cups doesn't hold back emotionally. They're going to pour their heart out to you. I'm hearing that they're gonna say things like, "I should have told you this before, and I need you to know how I really feel." They're gonna be vulnerable with you in ways they never have been before. For some of you, hearing these words from them is going to be incredibly healing because you've waited so long to know that your feelings were reciprocated, that you weren't alone in the intensity of what you were feeling. The Knight of Cups is also going to show their love through actions. This isn't just about pretty words they're going to follow through. They're going to be consistent, reliable, and present. If they say they're going to call you, they'll call. If they make plans with you, they'll keep them. If they promise to work on something, they'll actually do the work. One of the most beautiful things about the Knight of Cups is that this person is going to prioritize your happiness. They're going to ask you what you need, what would make you feel loved, what dates you'd like to go on, what matters to you, and then they're going to do those things. Even if it's something they're not personally excited about, they're going to do it because making you happy matters to them. For some of you, the Knight of Cups might plan a special evening, maybe a romantic dinner, a picnic under the stars, or recreating your first date but doing it better this time. They want to create beautiful, meaningful moments with you. The Lover's card appearing right beneath the Two of Cups is absolutely powerful. This is confirmation that what you share with this person is divinely orchestrated. The Lovers represents sacred union, soul-level connection, and the merging of two people into a true partnership. This card is ruled by Gemini, which means the twins. For those of you who resonate with the twin flame journey, this is your confirmation. But even if you don't identify with that label, what's important is that the Lovers represents a connection where both people are perfect mirrors for each other, where you see yourself reflected in their eyes, where you challenge each other to grow while supporting each other completely. The Lovers is about choice. Your person is choosing you. After everything they've been through, all their confusion and fear and uncertainty, they're choosing this connection. They're choosing to move forward with you. They're choosing to build a life with you. This card also speaks to the incredible attraction and chemistry between you. There's a magnetic pull that draws you together, something that goes beyond logic or reason. You can't explain why this person affects you the way they do. You just know that being with them feels like home, feels like you're finally where you're supposed to be. The Lovers also represents balance, the divine masculine and divine feminine energies coming together in perfect harmony. In your relationship, you each bring different strengths and qualities that complement each other beautifully. Where you might be more intuitive and emotionally expressive, they might be more grounded and practical. Where they might be more adventurous and spontaneous, you might bring stability and careful consideration. Together, you create something whole and complete. And seeing that your person recognizes this now, they understand that you're not just another relationship option. You're the person for them. You're the one they're meant to build a life with. And they're ready to stop fighting it, stop running from it, and fully embrace what you share. The Queen of Cups shows us how your person sees you, and this is so beautiful. In their eyes, you are the embodiment of emotional depth, intuitive wisdom, and nurturing love. They see you as someone who understands them on a soul level. You've always been able to read them, haven't you? You could tell when something was bothering them before they even said anything. You'd know they had a hard day just by the energy they walked in with. You understood their moods, their needs, their fears, sometimes better than they understood themselves. Your person is in awe of your intuitive abilities. They find it both amazing and slightly intimidating that you can see through them so clearly, but that's also why they feel so safe with you. With you, they don't have to pretend, they don't have to put on a mask or perform. You see all of them, the good, the bad, the messy, the beautiful, and you accept them anyway. The Queen of Cups also represents emotional maturity and wisdom. Your person recognizes that you've handled this separation with grace. Even though you were hurt, even though you had every right to lash out or become bitter, you've maintained your dignity. You've focused on your own healing and growth. And they've noticed this. They respect you so much for how you've carried yourself. I'm also picking up that they find you incredibly beautiful. The Queen of Cups has this ethereal, magnetic beauty that comes from within. You have this glow about you, this presence that draws people in. Your person has always been mesmerized by you, not just your physical appearance, although they definitely appreciate that, but the essence of who you are. They've missed your nurturing nature. They've missed the way you made them feel cared for, the way you'd check in on them, the way you'd remember small details about their life and ask about them. They've missed your emotional availability and your willingness to be vulnerable. These qualities make you incredibly special, and they know they won't find what you offered them with anyone else. I want to take a moment to talk about the deeper patterns at play here, because understanding this will help you move forward with clarity. Your person's withdrawal wasn't really about you at all. It was about their own internal struggles. Perhaps they came from a family where emotions weren't discussed openly, where vulnerability was seen as weakness, where love was conditional. Those early experiences shaped their ability to connect emotionally. Or maybe they were hurt deeply in a past relationship and they've been carrying that wound with them, unconsciously protecting themselves from experiencing that pain again. When your connection started becoming too real, too deep, too intense, it triggered their fears and they ran. Some of you are dealing with someone who has struggled with their sense of self-worth. They didn't feel deserving of the love you were offering. They couldn't understand why someone as amazing as you would want them. So instead of rising to meet you, they sabotaged the connection before you could reject them first. Whatever the specific reason for your person, what matters is that they've been doing the inner work to address these patterns. That's what the Judgment card showed us. They've been in therapy or doing deep self-reflection or having honest conversations with trusted friends. They've been peeling back the layers to understand why they behave the way they do. And this work has been necessary because without it, even if you got back together, you'd just repeat the same painful patterns. But now they're breaking those patterns, they're healing those wounds, they're becoming someone who can truly show up for the kind of love you deserve. The Oracle card, Catch Your Breath with the number 15, brings such romantic energy. When your person first saw you, you literally took their breath away. There was something about you, maybe it was your smile, your eyes, your energy, the way you carried yourself that just stopped them in their tracks. And here's what's so sweet. You still take their breath away. Even after everything, even after the separation, when they think about you, their heart skips a beat. When they imagine seeing you again, they get nervous and excited like a teenager with their first crush. The number 15 on this card could represent timing. For some of you, this could be the 15th of a month that's significant. Maybe when you met, maybe when something important happened between you, or maybe when you'll hear from them. It could also reduce to 6, 1 plus 5 equals 6, so the 6th of a month or June might be significant. Or it could be January 5th or May 1st. That holds meaning. If any of these dates resonate with you, pay attention. The universe might be giving you a time frame for when movement is going to happen in your connection. New experiences and possibilities with the number 18 connects beautifully with that Page of Wands energy we discussed. Your person is excited about the future with you. They're not just thinking about reconciling, they're imagining all the amazing experiences you're going to share. I'm seeing this beautiful imagery on the card of a woman with flowing red hair, a white horse, flowering trees, and this is the first time I've noticed this detail on this card, even though I've used it for years. There are 2 swans in the lower corner. Swans mate for life and are symbols of eternal love and twin flame connections. If you resonate with swan symbolism, this is a powerful message for you. The castle in the background might represent the life you're going to build together, something solid, something lasting, something beautiful. Your person wants to create a kingdom with you, a safe haven where you both belong. The number 18 could be the 18th of any month, January 8th, August 1st, or it reduces to 9, so September or the 9th might be significant. These could be timing indicators for when new chapters begin in your relationship. Let love be your beacon with the number 42 is such a powerful message. This card shows a heart that's lit up, glowing, radiating light. This represents your heart light, the love you've been holding for this person even during the separation, and it's been guiding them back to you. Your person is following their heart now. They're not listening to fear anymore, not listening to doubt, not listening to the voices that told them to protect themselves. They're letting love lead the way, and love is leading them straight back to you. The imagery on this card includes bunnies, squirrels, moths, and a peacock. If any of these animals hold significance for you, this is your confirmation. Peacocks are particularly interesting because they represent confidence, beauty, and showing your true colors. Your person is ready to show you all of themselves. Now, no more hiding, no more pretending to be less interested than they are. The number 42 might represent ages, either your ages now or when you met. It could be April 2nd or February 4th. It also reduces to 6, 4 plus 2 equals 6, bringing us back to that number 6 we saw before, possibly June or the 6th of a month. This oracle card confirms what we discussed with the Queen of Cups. You have a powerful intuitive connection with this person. Your souls have been communicating this entire time, even when you weren't speaking in the 3D reality. Have you been dreaming about them? Feeling their energy, suddenly thinking of them, and then seeing signs that remind you of them? That's not coincidence. That's your souls communicating. They've been reaching out to you energetically, sending you messages of, I'm still here, I still care, I'm working on coming back to you. Your heart songs are aligned. This is such beautiful spiritual language for saying that your souls are singing the same melody, vibrating at the same frequency, calling to each other across whatever distance separates you physically. The telepathy between you is real. Some of you might have experienced actual telepathic moments, thinking of them right before they texted, knowing they were going through something difficult, even without being told, feeling their emotions as if they were your own. This deep connection is part of what makes your bond so special and so unbreakable. The chemistry card speaks to something you both know is absolutely off the charts between you. This isn't just physical attraction, although that's definitely intense. This is chemistry on every level: mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical. You stimulate each other's minds, your conversations flow effortlessly, jumping from deep philosophical discussions to silly banter to intimate confessions. You challenge each other intellectually while also being completely comfortable in silence together. The emotional chemistry means you understand each other's feelings intuitively. You can sense each other's moods, you cry together, you laugh together, you experience emotions in sync with each other in this almost mystical way. And yes, the physical chemistry is undeniable. There's this magnetic pull between you, this electricity when you touch. This way, your bodies just fit together perfectly. Your person hasn't stopped thinking about this aspect of your connection. In fact, being away from you has made them crave your physical presence even more intensely. Only you, devoted, attached, and crave is such a direct message from your person to you. They crave you, not just physically, although that's definitely part of it, but they crave your presence, your energy, your love, your understanding. They've tried to move on. Some of you might know they dated other people or tried to distract themselves with work or hobbies, but nothing satisfied the craving they have for you. It's like you said, wanting chocolate cake and trying to satisfy it with a single Hershey's kiss. Other people, other experiences, they're not you, and you're the only one who can fulfill what their soul is hungry for. This card promises devotion when they return. They're going to show you through consistent actions that they're committed to you, that they're not going anywhere, that you can trust them with your heart this time. Your person closes their eyes and sees your face. They visualize you constantly. They replay memories of you, imagine future moments with you, picture you smiling at them, laughing with them, looking at them with love in your eyes. This might happen when they're trying to fall asleep, when they're stressed and need comfort, when they're making decisions and wondering what you would think. You're their constant companion in their mind, even though you're not physically present. For some of you, they might actually be practicing visualization or manifestation techniques to call you back into their life. They're not just passively missing you, they're actively creating the energetic space for your reunion. I could lose myself in you speaks to how deeply they want to surrender to this connection now. In the past, they might have been afraid of losing themselves, afraid of becoming too vulnerable, afraid of how much power you had over their heart. But they've realized that losing themselves in love with you isn't actually losing themselves at all. It's finding themselves, it's becoming more of who they're meant to be. When they're with you, they're their best self. You bring out qualities in them they didn't even know they had. They want to be consumed by this love now. They want to dive in completely. No holding back, no keeping one foot out the door. They're ready for the intensity, ready for the depth, ready for all of it. This final message card is the ultimate declaration. You are all I've ever wanted. From the moment they met you, something in their soul recognized you. Even if they weren't ready to fully acknowledge it at the time, even if fear made them pull away deep down, they knew you were the one. They've never wanted anyone the way they want you. They've never loved anyone the way they love you. Other relationships, other connections, they were all just preparation for this, for you, for what you share together. And now they're finally ready to claim what their soul has always known. They're ready to tell you that you're everything they've been searching for. They're ready to build the life with you that you've both been dreaming of. Let me share some very specific messages that might resonate with some of you watching. For those of you with strong water sign energy, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, either in your chart or your person's chart, this message is especially powerful. The Abundance of Cups cards confirms significant water energy in this connection. The fire sign energy from the Page of Wands suggests Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries might be significant. One or both of you might have these signs prominently placed in your charts. I'm seeing the numbers 15, 18, and 42 as significant. These could be dates, ages, or timing indicators. Pay attention if the 6th, 15th, or 18th of any month feels meaningful to you. For some of you, the letters O and F might be significant, either in your name, your person's name, or someone who will play a role in bringing you back together. The months of June, September, January, April, May, and August are showing up as potentially significant times. For many of you, movement is happening in the next 6 days to 6 weeks, with major shifts occurring by summer. I'm also seeing blessings of financial abundance coming in for you. As your relationship heals and strengthens, other areas of your life are going to flourish too. You might receive an unexpected financial opportunity, a job offer, or a creative project that brings both fulfillment and monetary reward. That's all I have for you today, beautiful souls. I hope this reading brought you the clarity and peace you've been seeking. The universe is orchestrating your reunion with this person in divine timing, and everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Your person is coming back to you with an open heart, with emotional maturity, and with a genuine commitment to building something beautiful and lasting. Trust in the process, continue focusing on your own growth and healing, and know that love is guiding both of you home to each other. If this reading resonated with you, please subscribe to Spiritual Infusion Guidance so you don't miss future messages the universe has for you. Sending you love and light. This is Crystal, and I'll see you in the next reading.